All right, so today I'm going to talk about a book that sort of reinvigorated my love for reading after kind of falling away. You know, you go through these kind of spurts. If you're a passionate reader, I think a lot of times we go through reading slumps where you read a whole bunch and everything's really good, and then you just all of a sudden kind of fade out, and you can't get into the next book. So sometimes it helps to switch books, try a different genre, try a different style. Those things have helped me a lot. You know, I fill in with poetry and graphic novels. But at this point, I was in a slump and just had not read for several months. Part of it was I was really busy with college and stuff like that, so I just didn't have time. And then I picked up this book right here. So it's hard to read the title of this book, but this book is called Nobody Likes You. Let me get the subtitle here. Inside the Turbulent Lifetimes and Music of Green Day. So this is written by Marc Spitz, who unfortunately passed away when he was only 47 years old, but was a well-respected music journalist and playwright. And so this is the story of Green Day. Now, anybody who knows anything about me knows that punk and ska are the music that kind of formed me. So specifically, the first punk album I ever got that helped me to start to love punk music was a Green Day album. It was Green Day's Dookie album. I had that on cassette and I wore it out. I loved it so much. But I kind of fell away from it because I started listening to music like grunge and that kind of stuff, paying more attention to those kinds of music. But eventually when I came back to it, I fell in love with it for all different reasons. Now, this biography gives the whole background of Green Day, about how they started out on Gilman Street. Boop. I don't know why that entertains me so much. How they started out on Gilman Street, making music and just drawing huge crowds. How when they broke, it was something new for punk music to become popular, and how they were immediately labeled sellouts and basically kicked out of their own, scene that they had helped to kind of build in a lot of ways. How they've always kind of done their own thing. Now, this book was published in 2006. So there's obviously going to be a lot of newer Green Day stuff that's not covered in it. And really what this book does is it builds up a lot of stuff about Green Day up to Dookie, and then it kind of rushes through between Dookie and American Idiot, because those years between Dookie and American Idiot, people kind of, in a lot of ways, forgot about Green Day. There were songs that hit, for sure, songs that really took off of other albums like Nimrod, but it wasn't until American Idiot that they really blew up again. So then it kind of starts covering again about American Idiots. Now, I love Green Day, and this is a great book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. On Goodreads, it's rated 3.95, so it's about a 4-star book, but I highly recommend this if you're someone that loves punk, that loves the roots of where pop punk came from. There's not a ton of books about sort of the pop punk scene that really do it justice, and this is one of those. So I highly recommend that you go and pick it up.